What's going on, everybody? So today I want to do a video about the American Gold Buffalo. I'm going to talk about its history, interesting facts I bet you didn't know, and why it's my favorite gold coin to stack. Let's get into it. But there's a couple things I want to go over before we get into the video, and that is, in no way am I trying to get you to like and subscribe to my channel. But on the other hand, if you have an unhealthy addiction to gold, silver, and numismatics like I do, you're in the right place. And as viewers, you don't get the recognition that you deserve. So I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my content. It helps me out tremendously. With all that being said, let's roll it. We are all familiar with the Buffalo design from one way or another. You know, we first saw this design in 1913 to 1938 in the Buffalo nickel. There's the front right there. And then we have the back. We've also seen it in the 2001 commemorative dollar. I wish they still made these. These things are incredible, and they would be a great alternative to the American Silver Eagle if they still made these. They only did them in 1 year, though. It's crazy seeing them side by side. And then we have also seen them in probably the most common way, which is private mints ways to do rounds, you know, buffalo rounds. So everyone has seen them here or there, even if you didn't know it. The same person who designed the Buffalo nickel is also the designer of the American Gold Buffalo. Now, the Buffalo has been minted since 2006 and only comes in 1 ounce, except for in 2008. They made a 1/10, a 1/4, and a ½ ounce gold coins. Now, you will pay an incredibly high premium for any of those coins because it's only the year that they made those fractional buffaloes. So, for example, if you wanted a 1/10 gold buffalo, at the bottom end of things, it's going to cost you $700 on the low end. To give you a comparison, for a 1/10 gold piece right now on market, you're looking to pay, you know, $240 to $260. So that's what? That's a $440 premium. You know, if you wanted a fractional piece of the buffalo. So on the obverse, on the front of the coin, right here, we have our Native American right here, and here's some really cool facts for you. This is not designed after one individual Native American, but it's designed after three Native Americans and the chiefs that were combined into one figure. So those chiefs were Irontail, Chief Two Moons, and Chief Big Tree. That is what you're looking at right now. You're not looking at just one depiction of one chief out there. It was the combination of three different chiefs. So for the back, we have our gold buffalo on the reverse. Well, so you thought, guys, it's actually a bison, and it's modeled after the bison called Black Diamond in the New York Zoo from back in the day off the Buffalo nickel. So it's kind of like the thing from the Mercury dime. You know, it's not really called the Mercury dime, but it was called that so many times, and that's just what people adapted to. That's what it became. So it is now known as the Buffalo American Gold coin. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. That's an interesting fact that it's actually a bison. It's not a it's not a buffalo. So why is this coin my favorite gold coin to stack? Well, for starters, it's 5 9s or it's 4 9s fine. Sorry, opposed to the eagle that is 22 karat gold. And if you look at the difference to these two right here, the color difference. See how that one looks a lot more like gold, and this one's a kind of a brownish red because it's 22 karat. So now we talked about how the American Gold Eagle still has 1 full troy ounce of gold in it. It's just mixed with silver and copper to toughen it up, as the Buffalo is just 24 karat. That's why it looks different. So I like the look of the 24 karat gold in a coin. I think the Buffaloes are incredible. The Maples, Britannias, anything that Perth Mint does. Don't get me wrong, I still love my Eagles, but when you put it up to something that's 24 karat, you kind of look at it a little differently. Another reason I love this is how incredibly well the obverse and reverse of this coin complement each other. You have the 3 chiefs on the front. You have the buffalo or the bison, like we learned, on the back. And the history is just such a deep history that people don't think about. They take that design for granted. And the finish is what draws me to this coin. It doesn't have a flat background, as if if the American Gold Eagle was to get scratched or there was a flaw on there in the background, it's going to show very, very easily. You can even see that little tiny nick down there. And the same with the back. With the Buffalo, the finish on there is no flat surface. You see how it's kind of rough? On both sides too. So you can get a scratch on here and it's not going to be that noticeable. So I like how it hides those flaws and those small imperfections that drive OCD people like myself just absolutely crazy. But to every beautiful, amazing coin, there are downsides to it. So the downsides to the Buffalo are there's no fractional pieces. So if you want one of these, you're going to have to save up for 1 full ounce of gold. You're looking at $2,200. And it's not as recognizable as the American Gold Eagle for people outside of the United States. But if you live here, it's a perfect option. But the American Silver Eagle is very recognizable all over the world. People may not be caught up so far on the Buffalo. And another one is I'm a huge security features person. The safer the coin makes it more popular. You can be more proud of it. And this unfortunately doesn't have any security features. So, but for someone who lives in the US and has the money, this is an amazing option for you. It's a great alternative to the American Gold Eagle, except you have fractional gold for your American Gold Eagles and none for the Buffalo, except for 2008. And like we said, you were going to pay a hefty premium. So I thought those were some really, really cool facts that I told you guys about the 3 chiefs. I thought it was funny about the bison. The Buffalo is actually a bison, but it's still just called the Buffalo. And that there's those fractional pieces out there. So if you're a collector, those are highly collectible and highly sought after. So I hope you guys at least learned one of those facts for the first time. So, and that you guys all took something from this video. I'll see you in the next.